Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. So for today's video, as you guys can see in the title slash thumbnail, we went to Tjmaxx. Hear me out. I haven't been there in such a long time, and I feel like this channel needed a little bit of Tjmaxx, you know? There was a whole lot of good finds that I want to share with you guys. I did actually record inside the store, so I will play that clip now, whichever way it goes. All right, you guys, so you already know, quick voiceover. So we made our way to Tjmaxx. Now, as soon as we walked in, I did look at the purses, but I didn't record that part. But I did record all of the jewelry. Now, there was so many. I don't think I've ever seen Marshalls and Tjmaxx have this much jewelry. But here's some of the pieces. I did actually like these fruit ones. I do like that they came with little bracelets and then this shell one. Now, I loved these beaded ones. I feel like they would look so cute with so many of my flowy outfits, you know? Now, right when I was about to turn into the makeup, I saw these. I had to stop and show you guys. These shell necklaces were absolutely stunning. Anyways, let's do some skincare. Let's see what kind of skincare they had. Now, good brands. I'm not gonna lie. There is way more brands, like actual brands that I knew. I feel like a lot of times when you go to Tjmaxx and Marshalls, there isn't a lot of like bigger brands. It's mostly smaller brands. But here I found some Belief. Is it Belief? I don't know. Some Ren. I have been using the Ren moisturizer recently. I did get it from BoxyCharm, so I didn't pay full price. Also, the ingredients to them is quite nice, quite good. Now, I also found this one right here. I've heard so many good things about it, and I was so tempted to try it. Again, I'm going to do a little bit more research. Also, this Nivea cream. I love Nivea cream, but I do need to switch to something else that is a little bit less chemically, I guess I would say. I also have been finding a whole lot of Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin. Why? I don't know. I didn't expect this to be this heavy because it is full glass. Now, again, more skincare, more face wash. Milani right here. So here, I'm just showing you guys all the different skincares that they had. None of these really caught my attention. I was here looking for a birthday present as well. Also, did not find anything. I might have to come look another day. But one thing that did catch my attention was all of these shimmers. These body oils, the shimmers, stunning. I also almost dropped some, which would have been really bad because everything is glass on that shelf. But nice little shimmery touch in the summer. Okay, cute, right? I also do like that they had different shades of shimmer. They had whites, they had pinks, they had golds, and also bronze. If I were to get any, I probably would have gotten this one. I feel like this one was not as glittery, but more like a shimmery mica type. Anyways, they also had a whole lot of Truly, which I will show you guys here. I haven't really been a Truly fan. Now, their body whips looks satisfying, not gonna lie. This little container was so confusing because have you ever seen a container like this? I've never seen a container like this. Shimmer, stunning, looks beautiful. I also did find some Sol de Janeiro dupes. Now, this was the first one that I saw. Later through the video, I find way more. These were a few little skincare sets that I thought were super cute, and I just wanted to record and show you guys. These were different face masks. I've never really heard of this brand, but the aesthetic is looking quite cute, quite cutesy. And while we are here, we're out, I did want to try to find a good face wash, cleanser, maybe something to help me take my makeup off. I did see this balm. I did end up putting it back. But all these other different options I want to show you guys, right? I didn't end up getting any of them just because, again, none of them really caught my attention. They did have more Fenty Skin. I don't know. Is Fenty Skin good? I've seen too many at Tjmaxx and Marshalls. Did they overdo them? I don't know. Anyways, here is more of that Sol de Janeiro dupe. Now, these little hair clip roll things, I actually really wanted to buy them because I've been wanting to do my hair. I'm actually getting a haircut, so I don't think I will need these. So I did put those back. So now we can move on to the actual lip products. Sometimes they have really good stuff. Sometimes they have a lot of the stuff that you see every single time you go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls. This time I did see a bunch of different Disney themed lipsticks. I didn't see anything else that really caught my attention. I did also find these little blushes that are giving a dupe for something. Can't really remember what. And also I did want to hop on here real quick just to clarify a few things. Yes, I realize that my audio has been terrible these past few videos. I promise I will get it fixed as soon as possible, but I do want to go ahead and thank you guys for sticking around even though the audio can be terrible sometimes. Anyways, these are some lashes. I found these Hello Kitty lashes, not really my favorite, but you know, cute. Now honestly, I came here without the intention of buying too much stuff, which I did actually quite good, but as soon as I saw these blushes, I was debating whether to let them go or to actually take them. I also found more stuff that was NARS, and if you guys know, NARS can be really expensive. So as soon as I saw some NARS stuff, of course I did some research. I compared prices. A lot of times with makeup at stores like this, the box is already opened. Some of the makeup has already been smudged and touched, you know. But anyways, let's move on. Look at these cute little sets. They were kind of giving Laneige dupes. They had this one right here. They also did have a watermelon scented. These would be easy, cute, fun gifts, you know. Now here's another thing that I found that was NARS. Now I was so tempted to buy this, but the shade was the lightest shade that they had, and obviously it wasn't going to be the right match, so I did have to let that one go. Now with eyeshadow palettes, they really didn't have anything that was like crazy, you know. I feel like the time that they have the most out there palettes is during the holidays, for example Christmas, Valentine's Day. This time it was pretty, I don't know, basic, I guess. Now I did want to look at the brushes. I do need extra brushes, especially for eyeshadow. They had a huge selection on Real Techniques. I mean, I'm telling you, different collabs, different styles, and honestly good prices, I'm not gonna lie. Now I also did find these beauty blenders. I want to say they're from this certain collab that Beauty Creations did. They had stunning nude lipsticks. I think it was like $100 for I don't know how many lipsticks. Anyways, now over here I found more dupes for the Sol de Janeiro. I didn't open these up to smell them just because the packaging was already closed. Anyways, back to the brushes. I found this set right here. This one was probably one of the sets that I would have bought. It had more for just eyeshadow. But guys, this next set was stunning. The color is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is the type of color that I want in my vanity. This one right here, amazing, stunning. Anyways, I used to use these brushes a lot, but I found that whenever I would wash them, the bristles would come out a lot. And we're clean girls. We clean our brushes often. Now, I did come to the press-on area. I don't know. I've been kind of iffy on nails right now, so I skipped on those. I don't normally come over to the perfume body mist area, but I found so many of these pretty colors, so I decided to just show you guys what all they had. Now, I did come over to the actual beauty section, not beauty, but like self-care, and I did scan these deodorants right here, and they were all over 50, so quite good, quite nice. I see these mouthwash, toothpaste all over TikTok. I don't know if they're good or not. I couldn't tell ya. But I also did find this one that is the Smile. I don't know. I've heard mixed things about this one, so I don't know. I just thought I would show you guys that I found it here at TJ Maxx. Now, this is random, but I recommend these flosses. They have been the best floss that I have ever tried. 100% recommend those. If you try them, let me know. I don't know. I know it's so random, but I had to tell you guys about those. Now, real quick, last time I came to TJ Maxx, they didn't have this little glass area. To be fair, I haven't been to TJ Maxx in a long time, but here they had different brands. They had Benefit, they had Drunk Elephant. Yeah, Drunk Elephant. I'm guessing just pricier items, pricier skincare that they had. They also did have these little things at the bottom. I wasn't quite sure what it was. The more I tried to look, it looked like they had kind of maybe the Anastasia palettes. I don't know. It was these pink ones. I'll show you guys. So now that we're done looking at makeup and skincare, I did want to take you guys with me to go look at the different type of body cares that they had. I have been wanting to try the dry brushes for a while now, so hence I actually did end up getting one. There's a few things that I definitely would recommend from TJ Maxx, the body care aisle. I will have to do a separate video on that one. Here I found more dupes, more lotions, you know. Here's the different types that they had. Now for this right here, the scalp scrub, I don't know if it's actually helping, but I want to say it really has been helping my hair. It has gotten thicker. I feel like it's growing a lot more. The fact that I just take a few seconds in the shower just to scrub the scalp, I don't know, I feel like it's really been helping. All right guys, so there was a whole lot of stuff. I told you. So first off, I do want to talk about the makeup. Now, I did end up grabbing a good bit of stuff, but I did end up putting it back. So we are on a budget here, okay? There was some blushes that I wanted to end up getting, and they were the is it Kira or God? I don't know. These blushes, I did want to get two of those shades. I wanted to get the hot pink and the darker shade that they had. I did end up putting those back. I have a good bit of blushes. I didn't need them anyways. The next thing that I did want to grab was the NARS primer. Now I did my research. They're not available at Ulta. They did have them on the actual NARS website. I ended up putting it back just because I don't know. I really thought I was gonna need it, especially because I was like, this primer will go good with my NARS foundation, but it just, at the end, I don't know. I kind of got a feeling that I didn't need it, so I did end up putting that one back. Now, skincare. There was a whole lot of skincare. I want to do more research on the types that were there in store. That way, if I have to go back, I'll go back and get some skincare, okay? So next, let's talk about body care. Now, this is some of the stuff that I ended up getting, so I'll go ahead and show you. So I ended up getting these right here. Now, I love these. I've tried other brands. These have been good so far. Every single one that I've used, the blade is actually quite nice. I use this for my brows, for my peach fuzz. It's really good to have in my vanity, especially my brows need some touch up. You can't see it because of the concealer, but my brows need touch up. So I was in desperate need of these things right here. So glad I got them. Now the next thing that I ended up getting that was body care related, I ended up getting the dry body brush, this thing. So I have been wanting one of these for the longest time. And if I recall, when I was younger, I ended up getting one of these and I didn't see the point in it. So I put it in the shower and I would do it in the shower and then it got all moldy. Like the wood got moldy. Not this brand. I don't think it was this brand. But I do remember buying it at TJ Maxx. Anyways, I'm going to try it again now that I'm more grown and I know that it's not supposed to get wet because it's a dry brush. I need to do more research on this before I full on start doing it. I do want to do a video more in depth with body care, skincare, and I told you guys I was going to do that, and I promised you guys once I have everything down, I will share with you guys, and hopefully this will be a part of the whole body care. I need to test stuff out before, okay? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I need to test stuff out. Another thing that I ended up getting that is not skincare related, hair related, makeup related, I had to get these. Okay, these are some baggy pants. And they're so flowy, and I've been so into like flowy clothing, you know. they're pants, but you know, I do have a trip coming up and I feel like these are going to be perfect. Of course, I'm going to be taking you guys with me and we're going to be packing together. Anyways, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed me walking through the store, bringing you guys with me in my 3-item haul. Real quick, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, how else will you find me? I make videos like these quite often. Literally quite often. I will be also posting this Monday, so I will see you guys then. Bye.